Christ. Let's get rid of all the unwanted noise. Okay, so in this short video, I'm going to show you signs of the Illuminati and the Knights Templar left by Rockstar developers, and I found quite a few clues, but I'm not sure where I'm at, if I'm at the beginning of the clues or at the end of the clues, or if I've already figured it out. But there seems to be a correlation between the Knights Templar, the Illuminati, and it's compared to Epsilon being a cult-like religion, I guess. Whatever their religion is, they're more like a cult, and it's kind of a play on how American society is today with some of these weird religions, and how they're connected to our U.S. government / LSPD. There's a lot of correlation between all of what I just said. I probably didn't say that right, but I'll show you exactly what I mean once we get started.
Listen.
Maybe you guys will have your own interpretation of what I'm going to show you. You can leave your comments down below. First place we're going to go is to the compound where the hold on, we got a plane flying around bombing stuff. Oh shit. Where was I? Oh yeah, we're going to go to the compound where the cult lives, and they try to kill you in single player mode. Area where they looks like they killed a ram, it looks like, or a goat's head. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, the Knights Templar go back far back as the Crusades, or the first Crusade, I should say. I think the year is 1119, and I guess the Knights Templar was created to help the pilgrims in the area, pass through without any issues. So one thing that people started doing within the Knights Templar is some strayed away from the church and delved into what is known as black magic or the occult. Worshipping the devil, worshipping evil. At least that's the way I've interpreted it. So the first thing you're going to see is you're going to see the sacrificial head. It's going to be in a fire. You're going to see a bunch of paint, and it's in the cave. I'm sure you've all seen it. I know it's all over YouTube. But eventually it's going to lead to another clue that I found that I'm pretty sure most of you have not seen. I've tried to Google it, can't find it. Templar Hotel is a marker on the map, and I'm trying to figure out what the clue actually leads to. If it leads to something more, or if it led to the message that I found in the city of Los Santos, spray painted on a wall. So just be patient with me. Got a little bit of flight time to do. Alright, we're coming up on here. Let's see. Okay, there's the compound right there. You can see it's pretty well guarded. And they're pissy with me. They probably think an abomination of some sort. But anyway, we'll go ahead and land the chopper here, and we're going to hopefully land safely. I'm not going to attack by those bozos up there on the hill.
partner.
Get out of here, Ron. I remember when I first found this on my own. A lot of the stuff I found, actually all of it I found, did not have to rely on Google or any type of search engine, including the Infinity 8 murders. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's kind of a neat Easter egg that Rockstar did. Friends and I kind of got lucky one day because we were in the handball court in prison. There's a message on the handball court. Probably all of you have seen it before, but if you look closely, there's also a map. A buddy of mine found it. I didn't believe him because it looked like scribble. I pulled out my sniper rifle, zoomed in on it, and sure enough, it was a map leading to some of the bodies of the Infinity 8 murders. The reason why I'm showing you this is because Rockstar likes to hide things in plain sight, and that seems to be what the Illuminati allegedly like to do. So here's the first thing I found is a sacrificial area. You got the ram's head. Common theme in occult practices, the dark arts, I guess, black magic. But as you can see, it looks like they're giving a sacrifice to some type of something they believe to be a god. See the eye, praise him. As you guys know, the eye is a UFO. It leads to be a UFO like in single player. Not a big deal, right? But anyway, the Knights Templar, when some of the Templars, they strayed away from the church, and they used to hide deep in underground caves or in mountains, and the reason why is because they would be harder to find. And I find it ironic that this sacrifice here took place. So there's some truth to what was happening, and I noticed that Rockstar are kind of mimicking this. Now, to me, I wonder if they're putting it in the game to, if they're putting it in the game to tease us, like since the rest of GTA is a satire, is this also another aspect of the satire within the game, or are they just are they promoting something more? So we're done here. That's just one little clue. So I just happened to find that, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty neat. And spend the last 2 years playing the game like everyone else, but there are times when I go out searching and clue hunting, and I started looking for like Illuminati-esque signs, like this all-seeing eye. You've seen it throughout the game. It's all plastered all over downtown and through some of the billboards. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the next one. May take a few minutes, so be patient with me. Probably could have picked something a little faster, but so those of you who know the game really well, there's a hotel called the Templar Hotel. Those of you who don't know, there's a place called the Templar Hotel. It's on the east side of town, over by the Pay and Spray. That's underneath it's kind of underneath a bridge or a freeway overpass. And that's where our next destination is. So, if you want, you can participate just by watching this video. I'll give you a few minutes to research about the Knights Templar and Illuminati practices, how they like to do things right in front of us, and we accept it as a normal day-to-day. Well, Rockstar kind of did the same thing within the game as well. I mean, it was right there. I don't know how people don't see it. I don't know how I didn't see it until I just happened to stumble upon the sacrificial ram's head, and yeah. So anyway, let's go ahead and get there. I'll quit jabbering on. So, let's see. While we're doing this, if you want, look up the Knights Templar cross or emblem, and I'll give you a few minutes before we get there to show you what I found. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the Templar Hotel. Let's go to passive so I don't get screwed with in here. So I can show you guys. Alright, where's that? Sweet. Thanks Rockstar, the DLC. You've now turned it into Battlefield. It's not such a bad thing, but they need to give us like police DLC and let us work as good guys, you know? Have a little fun with it. Okay, let's see. Sorry for the terrible flying here. So one day I go in to go get my car modded, and this is after, you know, discussions on the matter that we're talking about right now. I just happened to be coming out of the mod shop one day. And if you look across where in the background, you can see the Templar Hotel there between the pillars of the freeway, or the overpass right there. And then off to the right of the right pillar, you can also see the Templar Motel. Okay, so I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. I never noticed that. And this is a while ago, it's a couple years ago. So I figured I'd come check it out. I figured, oh, I'm onto something, right? Or maybe I need to adjust my tinfoil hat. Anyway, I go, I land on the roof. I check all the doors. There's no way to get inside the hotel. There's no, like, blatant clues on the rooftop is what I was thinking. I checked both hotels, couldn't gain access to it. So, you know, a couple months pass by, I do the same thing. I feel like I'm in a dead end with it. So I figured I'd go searching anyway. So as we were flying over, I told you to get out your phones and research the Knights Templar cross or emblem. It's the old saying, when you have a treasure and a treasure map, you know, X marks the spot, right? So I'm flying around the freeway system one day, and I happen to look down, like I'm about to do right now, and you can see the freeway, like any other freeway interchange, but if you look down, straight down, each gap that's in the freeway down there is the Templar cross. That is the logo of the cross, or the Iron Cross. I found it ironic that it's right down the street from the Templar Hotel. So I'm thinking, okay, there's no way I find two clues, and there's no way, it's got to lead to something, right? So I searched and searched and searched, couldn't find anything. I'm having fun playing with friends online as usual. I figured, okay, I had a dead end, so let's go back over to the Templar Hotel. So we did that. There's got to be a clue I'm missing, right? Well, I happened to be running around. I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but I found the billboard right here with the Epsilon program. You know, they're a religious cult. You know, they're very secretive. You know, we're kind of leading along the same trail here. It's exactly what the Knights Templar did. Not as a group, but the individuals that decided to break away from the norm and you know, start studying the occult and, you know, worshiping evil shit. In this game, you know, they're portrayed as a secret society cult, and I just found it kind of odd that this would be near the the Templar hotels. If you look at the big, what is that? The big E there between the Epsilon and program words on the billboard. If you look toward the top in the middle of the E, you can see there's the cross, the Iron Cross, or something resembling that. kind of like what you saw with the freeway intersection. If you look at the signs of the Templar Hotel as well, it kind of looks like a cross, right? It's a lot more spread out. It doesn't quite look like what we saw on the freeway or what's on that E there. But if you look at this one, it resembles it a little bit more. So I figure, okay, there's got to be something. It says the Epsilon Group. Let's go check out the Epsilon building, okay? Some of you also know that there's a lot of Illuminati pyramids throughout the game. A lot of pyramid shapes, like that building right there dead ahead of me. A lot of little symbols. Alright, as you can see there's like an all-seeing eye. We'll go on the building here. You can see it's got like an all-seeing eye. You see in the middle of the stars, the internal part of the stars of the eye, it looks like a pentagon. I think I'm saying that right. So anyway, and then, you got there's a pyramid logo right there. And Rockstar has a tendency to do really good at hidden innuendo. You can see it in all the advertisements, whether it's about sex or something about politics that are in the game. Again, this is a satire on American society. So, but there's a lot of accuracy when they did it, though it's not the same names, faces, or companies or whatever. That they're still hitting on the point of showing all these different Masonic signs. You got an American flag and it says, "This is broken, can I return it?" Now I wonder if they're referencing this country and the control that people have over it. There's a lot of stuff that just kind of connects. You really need to do your research on who runs this country and follow the money and who has control and what families had control of the funding of America as well. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and head over to the Epsilon program building. It's like a giant mansion of sorts. Let's see if I can find it here. Now I'm sitting here talking about fake societies and, I'm sorry, not fake societies, but secret society and making the shots that other people are. And a lot of people think the ones who own it or the ones that are pushing the agenda that we have are for war are oil companies and big banks, because the fact of the matter is war is very profitable. And if you've noticed, our country's been at war for a very long time, most of its existence. Okay, the Epsilon buildings are right over here. In case you didn't know, you can always come check it out. It's right across the street from one of the buildings you can buy here. I checked this building. No major clues. No writing or anything. Couldn't gain access to the building as much as I tried to. It'd be awesome if Rockstar actually let us in. Anyway, I gave it my chase one day. And I gave it my search for, maybe there's another clue, maybe I'd already found it. I just thought it was funny. And then one day I'm coming out of my buddy's apartment and I happened to find this spray painted on the wall. And it says, "Evil cults, imaginary friends are idiot. I'm sorry. Evil cults are idiots, imaginary friends make some real ones." I'm not sure in the way how you're supposed to read that, but anyway, it reads, "Evil cults, imaginary friends are idiots, make some real ones." And it kind of makes me feel like Rockstar is like slapping us in the face with either a really cool Easter egg or they're a bunch of assholes and promoting the occult as well. After all, they do promote a lot of violence in the game, and I don't know. it's debatable if it's really a good game to play. I mean, it's a fun game, no doubt, but it's got a lot of images that are probably disturbing to a lot of people, you know. But anyway, I just found it funny that Rockstar put that in the game, and you know, see what you guys think. Do you think are they purposely throwing in our faces, or is this just a really good attempt at satire, and this is just an Easter egg for the gamers that get bored playing the game and want to find fun shit to do? So you comment down below, you decide. I do appreciate your time watching the video. I'm sorry if I didn't explain it well enough. You could do a little more research. If you're going to research Knights Templar, Illuminati, how the Illuminati works, Bilderberger Group, Bohemian Grove. That's another thing I actually have not shown you. We get in the chopper, head over to the police station. There's an event every year at Bohemian Grove in California where it's a bunch of the world's most richest and powerful men, and some from the Bilderberger Group attend. People involved in the Bilderberger Group are that are confirmed are two names that you've probably heard, is Obama and Mrs. Hillary Clinton. About 150 of the most powerful, influential people in the world. You don't necessarily have to have wealth to be a part of this, but power and be in certain jobs that, you know, allow people to potentially manipulate how society runs. So anyway, the Bohemian Grove, if you want to look this up, every year they burn an effigy of Baphomet. If you don't know who Baphomet is, look it up. I believe the logo, or maybe another effigy that they burn, is an owl. I'm not 100% on the name, but I happen to find it odd because there's a lot of people who believe that the people that run the powers that be, the major religions that run the world, that make billions of dollars every year, they're the people that are really truly in charge of our government. I would hope not, but you know, it's very possible that could be the case. A lot of people feel like the police don't serve them anymore, you know, that they work for interests of high dollar companies. I find that odd, but it seems like it's true in some senses. So anyway, this Bohemian Grove owl, I found it ironic that it would be on the crest of the LSPD police department, of their logo. As you can see, that's the owl. If you wanted to type in Bohemian Grove owl, you'll see pictures similar to that. I actually found one that was exactly like that, except it wasn't holding what looks to be like a rat in its mouth. As you can see, there's a Bigfoot there too. It's probably referencing either Red Dead or the original, what was that, San Andreas, right? Wasn't Bigfoot in that? So, anyway, check this stuff out, man. It might be tinfoil conspiracy stuff. It might be something bigger. Just thought I'd open your eyes and show you the stuff that Rockstar puts in front of us, and we play around it and don't really even notice it. You might look at it but not really quite understand its meaning. So, also, if you look at the top of the crest, you can see the epsilon, or the shield, I should say. You can see the Epsilon logo, which is, I find it odd that the Epsilon logo would be on a police department or a government agency's shield within the game. So are they implying that the Epsilon group is truly in control of Los Santos's police department and government? Do they have that much influence? Is it a satire on what's really happening today, since this game is a satire on American society and the way things are? So, you tell me. I'm going to do a little bit more searching and hunting. I don't think we're done here yet, but I just kind of find it odd that Rockstar's putting it out there, trying to say that secret societies don't exist, when in fact they do, and they have, and they've existed all throughout humanity, throughout our whole human history here on Earth. So, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Y'all have a good evening. One more thing, if you have anything to share, something that you found, feel free to message me on PSN Network, or leave a comment below and something that you'd like me to check out. I'll definitely get back to it. I'm always looking to find new things. And that's pretty much it. Thank you.